If you're a Gen X fan of classic rock and/or alternative rock, you may have recently, or not so recently, started collecting, or recollecting, the music of your favorite artists and bands on vinyl. Maybe you're a casual collector and you're looking to pick up a few of your all-time faves for, so you can casually drop in a,
"Well, of course you have to have that one on vinyl"
quip the next casual conversation with casual friends about music. But if you're more of the mindset of, "I'm going all in on this," then you might be someone with a room that cries out record library that needs to be filled with rare collectible stuff ASAP. And that's where the biannual Record Store Day events come in. A day on which various music artists, fans of collecting vinyl, and independent record stores across the globe make available in very limited quantities rare and/or long out of print or maybe even never issued on vinyl albums, EPs, 12-inch singles, 10-inch singles, and more. 2023's second Record Store Day event, RSD Black Friday, is coming up on November 24th. Now, in order to keep this video as short as possible, I'm presenting artwork and information about 25 releases for Gen X collectors of classic and alternative rock music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So, in no particular order, here we go. The Judgment Night soundtrack. This is a repress of the original soundtrack on red vinyl, limited to 3,150 copies. The music on this album might arguably represent the birth of rap rock, as notable 90s hard rock bands like Helmet, Slayer, Pearl Jam, and others collaborated with some of the biggest hip-hop acts of the day, like House of Pain, Ice-T, Sir Mix-a-Lot, and more. It's the 40th anniversary of U2's Under a Blood Red Sky. 7,000 copies of remastered audio have been pressed on a 180-gram vinyl exclusively for this Record Store Day event. A Record Store Day exclusive of 3,500 copies. Motley Crue's Too Young to Fall in Love EP, out of print since 1983, is reissued on orange or black vinyl. Collective Soul Live at the Print Shop is a Record Store Day first release on hot pink vinyl. The live 11-track recording from 2020 features December, Shine, Gel, and many more. 3,500 copies of Shabu Shuba Rarities by INXS, out of print on vinyl since the early 80s, features extended versions of The One Thing and Black and White, 4 songs from the band's 1983 US Festival performance, and a few other rarities. Rob Zombie's 2021 release, Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Eclipse Conspiracy, I think a random album title generator had something to do with that, I'm just wise ass, I don't know, is now being issued on vinyl, limited to 2,200 copies on a special picture disc edition featuring new artwork. A double LP reissue of 1980's I Just Can't Stop It from the English Beat. The extra content features rarities, alternative versions, and live tracks. Only 5,000 copies of this RSD exclusive. Only 2,000 copies of Buckcherry's Time Bomb in a metallic brown with black swirl pressing. It's the first time the band's last album, featuring the band's original lineup, has been available on vinyl. This 10-inch vinyl RSD exclusive from the Waterboys is limited to 1,500 copies. This is the C Fast version, is a 2-track preview from the forthcoming CD box set of the full album This Is the Sea. The single's B-side features a previously unreleased cover of Iggy Pop's Passenger. The Flaming Lips release Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots live at the Paradise Lounge, Boston, October 27, 2002, on a limited edition pink vinyl run of 4,500 copies. It's a very intimate concert recording for a small number of fans and radio station contest winners. Mindsets from Joan, Jett, and the Blackhearts. 6 new originals plus live recordings, a Record Store Day first release of 2,900 copies. Ultravox Quartet, the Steven Wilson remix. 1,500 copies on 2 LPs, and a much harder to find 2 CD set, only being issued with 700 copies. Please click or tap on like, subscribe, and the bell notification so we can do this more often. Thank you. The very first Goo Goo Dolls album has been out of print on vinyl. Until now, 3,200 copies on red or clear vinyl are being released as a Record Store exclusive. Also a Record Store Day exclusive, and with even fewer copies, 1,800, it's Ain't Love Grand from X. Last pressed on vinyl in 1985, this RSD release will also include a 7-inch of the band's single, Wild Thing. Countdown Live 1980 is a Record Store Day first release of 2,000 copies from the Knack. The 7-song live set is being issued on pink vinyl. Very very interesting this one. What is essentially a first solo album from Pearl Jam and Soundgarden drummer Matt Cameron is an homage to the Melvins. Called Gory Scorched Cretins, a 2,500 copies, 12-inch vinyl release, and RSD exclusive. Only 1,500 copies of Maggots the Record by late Plasmatic singer Wendy O. Williams. Often referred to as the first thrash metal opera, it's an RSD exclusive on colored vinyl. It's a first-time ever vinyl release of Live at the Record Plant 1974 from your favorite band's favorite band, Sparks. 2,000 copies on clear vinyl. An RSD first from 80s metal band Kix, as their second album, Cool Kids, is now available for the first time ever on metallic silver vinyl. 10 tracks recorded live in a basement with no audience. Powerful stuff. And only available now on white and yellow fried egg colored vinyl, it's Live at Egg Studios from Seattle's Screaming Trees. It's an RSD first of 2,500 copies. This one's definitely a bang for your buck kind of release, an exclusive for RSD, 3,500 copies of the 3 LP set Kiko, the 30th Anniversary Deluxe Edition from Los Lobos. The third LP in the set contains previously unreleased demos. Beside Ourselves, the long-since out-of-print 5-track EP from Sleaze Rockers Skid Row, featuring covers of songs by Jimi Hendrix, Rush, Kiss, Judas Priest, and the Ramones, is an RSD exclusive pressed on yellow or black marble vinyl. An RSD first from Louisville's My Morning Jacket, 5,000 copies of the Christmas-themed Happy Holiday, on clear vinyl with white snow splatters. Cool. Meat Puppets, Forbidden Places. The Phoenix Alternative Rockers' 1991 first release on London Records has never before been issued on vinyl until now, as 2,000 copies of the well-received album arrive in a boysenberry with black swirl pressing. And what might be the most difficult thing to track down, as only 1,000 copies will be issued, and only regionally, the 2-track Dead Eyes 7-inch from Aimee Mann. Record Store Day, Black Friday, November 24th, 2023. Frequent your local independent record store. And if you like staying up to date on the latest releases from your favorite classic rock, alternative, and indie artists from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, subscribe to this channel for weekly updates and curated playlists. And no matter what, however you do it, don't you ever stop rockin'.